Hi guys, and welcome back to Martin's Motor Channel and episode 2 of Project Little Ern. Now this week is like Christmas. Look at this lot. Right, so exactly what have we got? First off, I'll start with some of the trim parts and basic bits and pieces that that didn't come with the car. Lots and lots of chrome trim. Most of this is for the doors. So the chrome trim that goes around the door, the chrome trim that sits on the edge of the door and it holds the door track and stuff like that. So that's all the pretty stuff. There's also bags and bagfuls of various screws, clips, fixings. I've just been going through it meticulously and working out what I've got, working out what I've not got, and just going mad ordering stuff. You know how it is. Now these are the gauges I'm going to be using. I'm going to try and be a bit different with this one. So what I've done is I've ordered all the gauges in. Then get out the bag. So you can see the Magnolia finish. So this is a digital speedo, so this one runs off of a speed sensor on the gearbox, so no more speedo which is out of calibration. I should be able to calibrate this one perfectly. We got oil and water, oil pressure, water temperature, same Magnolia, and also a rev counter, which again is Magnolia. I managed to get on eBay a really good set of almost new old stock rear lights for the van. They came with a pair of lights, but they just weren't very good, so we've gone with new various trim parts, Lin-Reed switches for the really rare for the interior light to go in the door, really rare. Fuel pump, kick plates for the doors. Also, what I've managed to get are these really nice condition Mark 1 Mini dash vents. Now the dash I'm going to use is made by a company called Nippy Cars, and it's like like an oval dash, but it's got a little pod on the side for the rev counter. But they don't work with the original type plastic dash vents that came with this car. So you need to use the Mark 1 Mini ones. Pretty rare, but I managed to get this pair. Here we are. This is the wiper motor, engine mount, again, various screws, bits, pieces. Also, we've got a Dynamat kit here because these vans, they drone like mad and I don't want that. So when it's all painted, we're going to put the Dynamat kit in there to try and quieten it down. Talking of paint, I'll give you a little bit of an update later on how we're getting on under the bonnet. I had a little change. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought because it's me. I've changed my mind a little bit, but we'll go through that. But anyway, this is some of the trim parts. Let's have a look at some of the engine parts. First thing, lighting, flywheel and clutch. This is a performance bit of kit. Spoke to the guys at MED and they recommended this for the application we're using. So that needs to go off with the engine for crank balancing. Now I haven't unwrapped this yet, so we could call this a bit of an unboxing or an unwrapping video, I suppose. And this is again from MED. This is a cylinder head which has already been ported, polished, valves, basically all the bits we need. I was going to send my head away and get it done, but they offer this a direct purchase, so I thought, well, it's going to be right from the guys at Med. So it's a bit heavy though. It's all been ported, polished. It's a thing of beauty, and that'll be going on the car. It should suit the supercharger quite well. Right, other bits that came. We're doing an 11 stud conversion on the cylinder head. So we've got the ARP 11 stud conversion stud kit. What is in this one? This is the rocker gear for the cylinder head. Ooh, full of crisps. So this is the first time I've looked at any of this gear. So yeah, that is a 1.3 ratio. So it's all very pretty. That will obviously sit there eventually. What else we got? Oh, ARP studs for the com rods. think it's best to upgrade, put, you know, a better set of Conmod studs in. Because insurance, really. We've got a lovely, pretty little dipstick here. Lovely. Fuel pump breather plate. Now what I'm doing, because the supercharger belt runs in front of the timing chain cover, I can't run a breather on a timing chain. So this one goes where the fuel pump would have bolted on. And that means we can get breathing in 2 places on the engine. This is the oil transfer pipe upgrade kit. Goes from the oil pump up to the block. This is an upgraded one. Racy type thing, I suppose. This is going to be, or it is, the engine to gearbox gasket upgrade kit. So what we're going to be doing, and that's what, and I'll do this on at the machine shop and show you on video. We're actually opening the holes out in the block and retapping them. I think it's 7/16 for this. I think they're quarter at the moment, and we're upgrading to 7/16 so we can fit these copper gaskets which don't blow out and don't cause leaks. Right, now this is the centre main cap upgrade. Now on the mini engine, it's got three bearing caps on the block, one at the front, one at the back, and one in the middle. Now what you do on the middle one is you actually machine the main cap down, and you fit this brace to strengthen up the main cap. And we're going to be doing this in a minute, and I'm going to be, as soon as I finish doing this malarkey, we'll go up to the machine shop and I'll show you exactly what we do with this. What else do we have here? I'll try and be as quick as I can. A filter head. So this is part of, this is the bit that bolts, this is the new oil filter housing, which is all part of this malarkey. Right, we're going for straight cut primary, drop gears, sorry. It's going to have that lovely mini whine to it. So this is the brand new straight cut drop gear set. Now, the unfortunate thing is, and I need to speak to Med or MED on Monday, they sent me 2 of those and 1 of those, and so we need to exchange one of these for the intermediate one. So a little bit of a faux pas there, but nothing major. Easily sorted. This, I won't unbox it because there's no point, but this is a cross pin diff. So on a mini, an ordinary mini on a diff, you've just got a single pin holding the spider gears in. With this kit, you put, it's a cross pin with extra gears, because this should be a pretty little thing. Pretty MED valve cover with the fitting kit. So there you are, that's a thing of beauty. Finally, the pistons. Now these are a special piston, Omega forged for supercharged or turbocharged application. And what they've done with the pistons is there's an 18cc oh, it's not a dome, is it? What's it called? A bowl, sorry. An 18cc bowl to lower the compression for a supercharger. And I think this gives it about 8.5 to 1 compression ratio. So that is pretty much it for the stuff we've had arrive this week. Quite exciting. Got a lot of stuff here. Now we can actually crack on with the project. And like I said, we're going to go and machine this centre main cap now, which I'll take you up and we'll do that. And then we'll have a little look at what we've done to the engine bay. Now, it should have been painted by now, but I've had a little bit of a change of, but we'll go through that later on. And so, but it will be painted next week, as I keep promising. So anyway, let's go up and get the machining done. Right guys, here we are in the machine shop where we're going to do the main cap conversion. We're going to use this little MED main cap conversion kit, and Chris, who is the proprietor of this fine machine shop, has got the main cap set up in the CNC milling machine, and we're going to see how this process is done. So here we go. I'll just take you over into the milling machine here. You can see the main cap is already set in the jaws device, already set up, and Chris has written a program that should machine. It's going to machine basically this off of the main cap down to this face, make it nice and flush and flat, and then it's going to go into the grinder where we're going to put a grind finish on it, ready to accept the main cap conversion. So let's watch the machine do its stuff. Right, from the milling machine over to the grinder. And this, all we're going to do is take a little lick just to make sure it's perfectly flat, the face, and then we're good to go. That's pretty much the job done. So here we go. We've ground the main cap itself. We've decided now to grind the mating face on the support block because it's a milled face and not quite as good a finish as we've got on the main cap. So if you take a quick look, I don't know if you can see it, but you can. There's definitely some fairly coarse milling marks in there. So while we're set up here, we might as well grind it. We have it. That's the support ground, the journal ground. Let's have a look, see what the fit's like. That's absolutely perfect. There you go. Time to put it on the engine. As promised, engine bay. This should have been painted by now, but we had a little bit of a change of direction because I should have done this before we even started. We had this prepped about 2 weeks ago, ready for paint, and then I decided correctly to get rid of a few holes that had been put in over the years for I don't know what, various bits and pieces that must have been screwed on at one point. So anyway, last week I welded up a couple of holes that were in the bulkhead here and a couple of holes that were in the inner ring. They weren't rust holes, just holes that had been drilled for fitting various bits and pieces on. And we've re-prepped the engine bay now, and now it's ready for paint, which is going to be done next week. So next time you see Little Ern, she'll be nice and green and all painted because we're going to go willow green, nice and green under the engine bay. We'll do a little bit more work on the cylinder block, ready for machining, and then we can get her on the spit, get it upside down, and start the proper, the final preps and paint on the body, and start the assembly process. As you can see earlier on in the video, we got a lot of parts now we can actually put on the car, which means progress should be pretty swift. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.